Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie, and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is August 12th, 2021. It is near the end of trading week number 32. Again, this is Thursday, near the end of the week of dating week number 32. So I'm going to do an option trade today, and I'm going to close up an existing Iron Condor, and I'm going to explain to you what I end up doing. This is about rolling untested sides normally is what I'm doing, and I'll show you how much premium I collected and how much it's going to cost me to close this. So stay tuned and watch the episode. Before we get on with the episode, if you're on Facebook, join Investing 102 is a group. You can see a lot of my trades. I actually post my trades much quicker and faster over here because you don't have to do editing. You just post your trade and it's real simple. It only takes me like 2 or 3 minutes to get a post out there. So after I do a trade, I generally post what I end up doing. So it's much better than these videos. Videos are great for explaining and teaching. But if you want to see what trades I'm putting on, just go out to Investing 102. So the market looks good. I think we're going to be at new all-time highs again. I actually think in the last 45 minutes, we'll break into green and we'll be an all-time high for both the Dow and the S&P 500. NASDAQ has, it's been weak. NASDAQ was down yesterday, and I think it may continue to run up, or it may still correct. So now let's get to ETrade, and I'll show you what I want to do. So here's the first trade that I want to do. I put this trade on last week. The September 24 has plenty of time left, and it has about 42, 43, or 44 days remaining. So I just want to roll up the untested side. I see that this is going up. On the call side, I have plenty of room still. I have a 462. We're still $18 away. And on this side, I'm much further away. So I just want to roll it up a little bit, collect some premium. Even if I got 8 cents times 8, and then minus the commission, you'll see, you minus the $12, $13. So it's decent. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let's put on this trade right now. And again, I do this because I want to narrow my Iron Condor, collect a little bit of premium, and I only generally roll the untested side. So let's get this trade across by adjusting the price until it sells. So I may have to move it down a little bit, maybe to a 9. And if that doesn't work, an 8 or 7 will work. So that trade, I just have a limit order out there. It didn't get executed yet. So let's put on another trade. I want to close this one out. This is an Iron Condor that ran its course. There's not a lot of time left on this. So with 15 days left to expiration, what I'm just going to do is just close it, and I'll show you how easy this is on ETrade. It's going to cost me $56 or $58 for each of the 12 contracts. And I'm going to talk through the trade of why I'm doing this. So I'm going to start at the mid. It's not going to sell. You see how much money I'm costing me to close this? And it may cost me no more because I'm not going to get it for that price. I'm going to move it up 1 penny each time. I adjusted it to 56. Let's see, can I get it for 56? Cost me $690 for that. Let's see what happens next. And the trade just went across. If I go up here, you'll see that. I'm going to hit the bell so you'll see it in detail. And there you go. And I want to talk through this trade. So I closed it for about 56 or 57. Cost me about $700 to close. But if you look at this trade a couple of weeks ago, you can see that I opened it up with a 45-day to expiration. I collected $1,552. And then the week after that, when there was 31 days left in the trade, what I ended up doing was I collected more premium. And you'll see that here, $76. And I rolled the untested side, and you can see that I moved it. I opened it at the put was a 400. And then you can see here, I moved it to a 405. And then over here, I moved it to a 412. And I collected 148. And then I closed it today for $700. But I also keep track of some of the fees and how, because you can see how I opened it. It was $1.31 credit, and then today I closed it for 60. So I hit my 50%. Plus I got 2 extra credits on the way on this one. And I'll show you that when I put all my trades in for the weekend, because this trade will be complete when you put a filter on by the 12 SPY August 27. So here you go. I want to put a new Iron Condor. I'm looking at a September 30th expiration date, about 49 days out. And here's what I selected, and I'm going to show you how I got to it. So on the call side, I'm thinking about a delta of around 13 or 14, and that's where I was looking at. The probabilities are 19% chance. Now, my portfolio, I'm okay with taking that type of risk. Generally speaking, 13, 14 deltas is considered pretty low, right? That's an 85% chance of being right, and in one sense, a little bit less, right? And chances of being wrong are about 13, 14%. But the probabilities also help you. I look at both the deltas and the probability. On the cost, on the put side, I want to do something reverse. I'm going to play something a little bit safer. So I'm looking at like a 9 delta or an 8 delta, which is down here. So you can see anything under 400 is less than a 10 delta, and the probabilities are less than 1%. Now, these things change. The markets drop faster than they go up, so these probabilities will change based on what happens with the market. But with that being said, I'm doing something under 400 is what I'm saying, and then I'll pick something close to around what we just talked about, and I think I'm okay with that. My goal is just to go a little bit safer as I start, and then as the weeks pass, I can always roll the untested side. So that's what I always do, and I'm going to start here. So I'm going to try to collect on my $1.19 on this one, and even with the commission is $20, and you can see that's $1,500 for proceeds. The goal is to close it around $700 or $800 or whatever it is. I don't know what the market is going to do in the next couple of weeks, but that's the plan here. And just like that, the 9 went across. Actually, I remember now, I did 13, but it's the 9. They broke it into 2 lots. There's a 9 and a 4 lot here. So you add that together, that's 13. And I did get about $1.20 something for each one. And the go is once a week, I monitor the Iron Condors. I don't have to. Here's a simple trade that I just did only 7 minutes after the last one. I just rolled up a cover call. Not a lot of premium. This is literally $7. I'm trying to get ahead of Walgreens. Walgreens have been moving up lately. So I just want to take advantage of a down day. Today Walgreens is down. And you'll see here Walgreens is down about 40 cents or about 1%. So I was able to roll it out, push it out further in time, but I want to move it in the up direction, because if you look at the trend, this is definitely look like Walgreens can trade back up to $55, $54. So it's down here. So I want to try to get ahead of that move by collecting some premium and moving the strike price up. For the next trade, just about 6 minutes later, I did roll up a cover call. It was expiring on August 20th next week. This was losing value. You can see that it's down to 18 cents. So I added a couple more weeks to it. I think this is 2 more weeks. If you look at the calendar, I had a August 20th, and I just rolled it out over here. I added 2 more weeks, collected a small premium. This is less than, right? It's less than 30 cents, but I think at some point cannabis should be moving up. I don't really want to lose my shares. I already made profit on the shares, but I'm just trying to collect small premiums. And we're just a few minutes away from market close. You can see that it's only 3 more minutes. And this is exactly what I was saying at the beginning of my video. I actually do think Dow will try to break across in the green and stay there. And you can see S&P looking really good right now. This is obviously an all-time high. And I think there may be more to come. I don't know what's going to happen over the weekend, but tomorrow could be setting up for another all-time high to end Friday with an all-time high on the S&P. But today it looks like it will be an all-time high. So let's just see what happens in the last few minutes. And the market is closed. Let me hit the refresh button. As you can see, this is great. All-time high. Another all-time high here. So I'm excited. I'll probably produce a 401k balance update sometime either Friday or on Saturday. Most people with 401k plans or 403b are feeling really good about themselves. If you have money invested in the market, you should see your accounts near all-time highs. If you're an options trader, hopefully you're playing a strategy where even if you're just betting on the calls and just buying calls and you're right, as long as you don't run out of time on those options, you should be making money now. The markets have been great because it's basically going in one direction. Now, what worries me is if there's a correction or a big drop of 2% down or 5% down or a 10% correction. That's what worries me. But until then, let's not worry about that. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're trading. Comment below. Also, give me a thumbs up. Share the video. As always, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time and have a profitable day. Bye-bye.